Happy Saturday, everyone. Yeah, I think it is Saturday. And at least the western part of the world, across the pond a little bit too. It's getting a little late there. But yeah, we have a special guest today from that side, the Hexistentialist. I'm going to keep saying Hexistentialist, so I keep getting it correct. It is a long word, but very meaningful. And I definitely won't have to say it too many times during the interview. But the creator of PulseTube, one of the founders, definitely got some interesting stuff to talk about. We got going to talk about Hex.vision, going to go into some memes. Really funny guy. I'm excited for it. I'm pumped. I've had my caffeine. I'm ready to go. Let's bring him in. Welcome to the show.
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going fantastic. I love Australian accents, and I love, British is like, I say Australian's number one, and you sound more like an Aussie to me for some reason.
It might change. It might change.
Yeah, okay. After
So
you've had a
you
pint
pronounce,
or two?
pardon?
I said after you've had a pint or two, it changes a little bit?
Yeah, well, I'm not much of a drinker actually. It's
Oh,
yeah, no.
sorry,
I don't
how
mind.
do you
I
pronounce
don't
your
mind
name?
an English pub,
Yeah.
out in the countryside now and then. But yeah, I'm not your typical English football hooligan type drinker.
Hey, you're on the stream, you're into crypto, you're not the typical person in general, so I totally get it. No,
I'm not
tell us
sociable enough.
Yeah. Hey, there's a lot of different ways to be sociable. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah.
I do want to hear about your name too, as you just mentioned. But yeah, you want to give us a story, like, who are you? Like, how'd you get into crypto? Like, what's your introduction into Richard Heart? How'd you get your name? All that good stuff.
Sure. Well, you pronounced it well. The
Thank
first
you.
time I went to a London meetup, I was like, "Damn, can I even say my handle?" So I had to practice it myself because obviously you say it in your head, but I'm not used to saying it out in loud.
Right.
But yeah, Hexistentialist is just obviously a wordplay on existentialist.
Mhm.
We just believe in the experience of life. Life is what it is. Life is what we make it. Authenticity, just being who you are, and yeah, it's just about that really. I'm a web developer and a programmer. I've been
Nice.
my first job was in a bike shop many years ago, probably 30 years ago now, so showing my age a bit there.
Mm.
Yeah, I've worked in web development now for nearly 20 years, so yeah, quite a while. Seen a few different coding languages come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the website looks great. I definitely believe you're a developer.
yeah, it's not bad. There's a lot of work to do on it still. I'm not happy with it. I just wanted to get it out there quick. When we heard that PulseChain was coming mid-May, I was like, damn, I need to get this out quick.
See, it's okay if Richard sort of embellishes from time to time. It gets the people going. There you go.
Exactly. So it was just a sudden idea that came up after a few. Well, it came up after a few people got rugged, like Richard himself got rugged from YouTube,
Oh,
and
okay.
who was the other one? K4K. So K4K got rugged. His channel got taken down. And I started thinking there needs to be a way to centralize these people so that we've got somewhere that we can redirect from. So say your channel gets rugged, we can redirect you to a new channel or over to Odyssey.
Yeah. I actually signed up with Odyssey after, let's see, what happened? Something happened. Oh yeah, they pulled one of my streams with Staked Wealth, and I don't know why still to this day. You have so many subs to appeal and all this crap. I was like, this is very strange, but it was great motivation to go over and just get an Odyssey account, turn on backup, and at least the videos, be redirected there if they never had to come back up.
Yeah,
But
it takes that, doesn't it?
Yeah, with PulseTube. So how does it how does it work? Take us through that. Like, how does PulseTube work, and like what are the features of it, and how is it different than Odyssey and YouTube and stuff like that?
Okay, so we just aggregate straight from YouTube. There's no hosting of the videos. We could host the videos, but we don't have the data for that. We could buy it at a later date, but we can't compete with YouTube. We could go down Odyssey style and do it through torrent. So that's a possibility in the future if it comes to it. But basically, we just aggregate the data straight from YouTube using the API free. So we check every hour to see whether a video has been uploaded. If it's been uploaded, then we just pull it into our website and link out to it.
So when you say upload it, when you say check if it's going live. Again, I have a programming background as well.
Yeah.
Do you just have like a script running that's doing like queries for new Pulse Hex content, stuff like that?
Yeah, we have a list of channels. I think there's 95 now, and we have a query running for shorts, PulseChain shorts. So it searches YouTube every hour for PulseChain shorts. If they're under 5 minutes, we'll list them. You have to have PulseChain in the title of the video.
Okay, otherwise, so if you have PulseTube, so if you just have like Hex blah blah blah, it doesn't pick it up. It's only
because Hex, there were so many things to do like Hex keys and stuff like that, just unrelated, and it would have mean putting them into like a pending queue and then going through manually. So it would have been too delayed.
Well, the name is PulseTube, so if you accidentally pick up Hex content, that's cool too. But yeah, PulseTube.
Yeah, exactly. And we were searching the whole video content, but people have been putting PulseChain, Hex, and PulseX in their video descriptions that are totally unrelated to PulseChain, just other crap coins. So I made it just so the title was scanned. Yeah.
And is it you use like a YouTube API to do?
Yeah, it's using the API free. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We get,
and then you get a list of all the stuff, and you kind of maybe you do some manual, like dig through it for a sec. Okay, this is crap. This is okay, and then you click post.
No, we've got a whitelist of channels. So like yourself, you're whitelisted. So I check it every hour anyway, just because I'm always on the computer during the day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, so, those privileged channels, hopefully they never post anything weird.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure some of our
don't do that, anyone.
Tell us.
Yeah. I have a programming background, security background. So like my security brain's like, attack vector there. You're trusting the people to post the actual content. But I mean, worst case, it's just some weird video that you take down in a minute. But it's just,
exactly, and it's on YouTube anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad. They have some very aggressive bots who will just take everything down, no matter what it is. Sometimes. Yeah. For better for worse, I want to say for worse because a lot of people get rugged.
Yeah, and because the video is streamed directly from YouTube, if they take it down, then effectively it's taken down on our website as well, except the title.
That's interesting. So
it's basic. It's just an embed.
Oh yeah. I've messed around and I see it. Yeah, I see it does embed the videos. Is there something where, so let's say if it does get rugged from YouTube, have you thought about doing like checking to see if that channel is also an Odyssey, and then like automatically like putting like swapping the YouTube embed for Odyssey embed?
Yeah, we can do that. That's something I thought about, and also just having a link straight to Odyssey for every channel. That's the other option.
Yeah.
But if there was like a mass rugging of YouTube, like they did, was it last year or a couple of years ago for lots of crypto channels, then yeah, we would script that in.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that's cool, man. I definitely appreciate projects that are thinking of how to support the ecosystem and how to make it where we get rugged less. I mean, that's definitely what PulseTube is helpful for. Yeah,
most certainly. And another feature would be that we'll be working on is to have the channel's donation link as well, or donation address.
Yeah.
And then somewhere to verify it as well, like the official YouTube channel about page, or on Twitter or somewhere that the user can verify that the link is the link or the address is actually the right one.
For sure. So you're basically just personally funding it at this point?
Yeah, it's only on a VPS. VPS server at the moment. It doesn't need a dedicated server, so it's not a great cost at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're receiving between 100 and 500 visitors a day.
Yeah, let's talk about some of your stats. How many? So that many visitors. What other stats can you tell us that can show the growth or things about PulseTube?
Well, it's only been active probably a month now. Our best day was 501 visitors, and I think it's 85 different countries.
Oh wow, 85.
Yeah, it's really global. I was surprised. Yeah,
that's crazy.
All sorts. Really, countries you very rarely hear of.
Yeah. Anyone from Azerbaijan? Just throwing a random one out there.
No, I've not noticed that one. It could well be, but yeah.
Well, if they are, maybe they're using a proxy or something too. Never know.
Possibly, yeah. Quite a few from Nigeria, actually. So.
Yeah, that's I could see that. I mean, Nigeria, they I mean, they're not in the Western world. They're kind of like people don't know much about them, but aren't they like one of their cities? Lagos isn't like one of the most populous cities in the world.
Right.
Like It's crazy. So there's a lot of Nigerians, and a lot of them have internet. So I would imagine a percentage of those would be in the crypto, and then a percentage would be in Hex. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Very cool. So do you have some new features, anything new coming up that you're planning, like a V2, or you just want to keep building on the current repo?
Yeah, I'm currently working on some faster pages because the caching system, we've got 5,300 odd videos. So the caching system, rather than pulling straight from the database every time, we have to cache the pages. It'd be pretty slow.
Yeah, you don't want to do all that many queries to the database. Ping, 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 ping. No, just
exactly.
Cache the ones that people are getting.
Yep. So we're caching them as raw HTML. So I'm working on that at the moment. Also working on a page for channels with under 1,000 subscribers, so that they get a bit more visibility. So we can build them up to 1,000 subscribers.
I'm a little bit biased, but yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, no, I just want to help out the smaller channels, build everyone up, get you those super chats, and all the other. You can have show ads and stuff like that with 1,000.
Yeah, well, I mean, on my channel in particular, I don't monetize in any way. I don't hold anything against people who do. Totally cool to support your lifestyle.
Sure. Yep,
a lot of people quit their job to go do this type of stuff, and that's definitely want to help those people. But I think just being able to grow the channel or grow the number of streamers and support, if you got 10, 15K subs, you just don't need as much help as 500K, or sorry, not 500K. You definitely don't need help 500K, 500 subs or 100 subs and things like that. So having gone through this recently and having, worked my butt off to like get these subs and get followers, things like that, while still keeping the integrity of my content, keeping all that intact. I definitely like to see, I love it to see people being elevated who they're either new or they just haven't produced a lot of content that people have got into yet, things like that. Especially a lot of these smaller streamers, they produce high quality stuff. They're just not a lot of people are seeing it.
Yep, I agree. Like we've got 95, I believe, streamers, and some of them, most people haven't heard of. They're pretty small channels, but they produce really good content. And like yourself, you're 600 subs.
Thank you.
Really, you should have 6,000 or more. You're working extremely hard on the channel. Yeah, and it will come. It will come. We're in the bear market, and we have been in the Hex bear for like near on a year now. Not quite a year. Was it 9 months? Something like that.
Like that. Yeah,
it feels like a year. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard 6 to 9 months floated around. That seems accurate.
It was around September, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Around September, the big sell-off started happening.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that too. Like, how do you think about the bear market with regards to like at the global level, and then how do you think that affects crypto? And then is Hex, Pulse, is there a community? You see some of these projects, Pulse Dogecoin, doesn't give a crap about what's going on. Apparently, some of these niche coins like that. How do you think about bear market, and how long do you think it'll last and all that?
Well, Pulse Dogecoin is new, isn't it? It's a new shiny object. We've got Gunther out there promoting it, and he's a pretty good guy in the community. I've known him from the trading chat, and I've seen the good work he's done in there. He's worked his arse off in trading chat, and to be honest, I don't know how he did it for so long, because I was in there for quite a while and putting out fires and just arguing with people, and it's pretty stressful. It does take its toll on you. So no, he's a good guy, and I'm glad to see him, back in the community. He might not get everything right, which is pretty much impossible, but he's a good guy, definitely. Yeah. But the bear market is just, it's brutal, really. But it's the opportunity to get in cheap, another chance to load up on tokens, all your favorite projects are cheap. Just invest in the good ones, like Hex.
Yeah, I mean, that's I've said it a few times of like people who are just freaking out over bear market and all these things. Is you're either underwater because you bought it at 30, 40, 50 cents or 20 cents even, and you'd like to have that cash, or you just feel bad because you bought it too high or something. All these feelings, I don't have any. I very rarely have negative feelings about PulseChain launching or Hex price or whatever. It's because I'm not over leveraged. You need to take care of your mental health and not over leverage yourself, especially since you've had 6 to 9 months warning that things may not go so well in the near future. We are in that end of that, crazy bullish cycle, and you got to take care of your personal finances better than that. So don't blame yourself. Don't have this internal struggle, but just use this as a learning opportunity to not over leverage yourself. And PulseChain will be here when it's here. Hex will go back up when it goes back up. If this is not like these short-term get-rich-quick schemes. That's not what Hex is. It's not what Richard Heart ecosystem is all about.
Yep, totally. And you got to have faith, really. If you're in Hex, you got to have faith in Richard and what he's doing, and he knows best for the project, and he's not going to do anything to hurt his project. So it's literally, for me, it's like, yeah, Richard, just do what you need to do your style of marketing. Yeah, I find it quite entertaining what he's doing, and it's working. All his channels are growing in a bear market when everyone's losing followers and watch numbers. He's growing, so he's doing something that's right. Yeah, it might not be for everybody. It's not the sort of thing you want to show your parents or your grandparents, maybe, but it's working, and he's expanding.
He looks at the metrics. He knows what works and what doesn't. So he tries different things. And if you see him doing something over and over and over, that's because he has all these numbers that say it works.
And he has all the inside information as well. The stuff we're not privileged to.
Exactly. So if you can't understand what he's doing, maybe it's a deficiency on your side rather than blaming him for doing something outrageous.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. It's just he's got my 100% faith. Simple as that.
Yeah. So before we get into Hex, I want to talk about, we got some stuff to show about Hex.vision, but actually, let's go into that. Yeah. We'll come back to, I know we want to talk about some ice fishing stuff, attack too, on some security, but let's get into Hex.vision real quick. I think that might pump some people up as well. Let me see if I can share it. So, learned how to share earlier. Let me see if I can not screw it up. Plastic. Okay. Yeah. I assume everyone can see it.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to talk about Hex.vision?
Yeah. So what we get quite often is some FUD regarding the bow wave, which is an ongoing stakes that's staked every month or every 3 months, every 2 months or whatever. And if you go to the staking link, the fourth one on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Yeah, this FUD comes up every month. There's a massive, looks like stakes ending every month. And you can see it on this one, the biggest bar on the left-hand side. The red bar.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look at the date on that's the 28th. That's at the end of last month. That's the total stakes, total amount of Hex ending for that whole month. A lot of people think that that's just coming out on that one particular day. So quite often towards the end of the month, people start fudding Hex and saying, oh, there's like 4 billion, 3 billion Hex coming out tomorrow, etc. And all the noobs start to get worried, and just it's horrible to see on in the trading chat and just on Twitter. So I just want to sort of go into this and show you how to tell. Okay, so if you move your mouse to the right slightly, so it's on the second bar along. Okay, left click and drag to the left. So basically you're highlighting the two asset, but not that far, just those two.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will zoom in. You just have to.
Gotcha.
Right. So if you go over, so that's those 2 months, I believe, if you can see. Yeah, 30th. So we're zoomed in now to that range that you've just selected. If you go on to the 18th of July, which is, I believe, the biggest bar.
Of July or June?
Or June, sorry.
18th. I don't think we.
Oh, go to the left. Which months have we got? I can't really see that.
We got July and then May. So from the 29th to the.
What's
15th.
That largest bar?
The largest one. It's the first.
The first. Okay. The next largest one to the left. Try that one.
Be the 14th of.
14th. Okay, so let's just zoom into that one. So again, just drag the mouse over, left click and drag over.
Okay.
That's it. Scroll into that. Okay. And
oops.
Right, so basically that's just showing the stakes coming out of that day. So it's 300. Sorry, the hex coming out on that day. It's 300. Is that 50 million? It's quite small on my screen here. Yeah. Okay, so now we're just zoomed in on that particular day. If you scroll down.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a list now of all the stakes ending. What we can do is we can tell if they're rolling stakes or not. Because the stake, see where it says stake days on the third column, that tells you how many days the stake has been before it comes out. But what we'll do is find out the large stakes. We're not worried about the small ones coming out. We're worried about the large ones in the millions. So if you click on, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, on the fifth column, hex staked. If you hover over that, you can see our asset. Click that twice. Your asset. So you got one coming out on, which is 175 million.
Wow.
Yeah, on that particular day. So what we can do now, if you move over to the stake address, double click on the right hand side, double click that to highlight it.
Yep.
Or you might have to drag over it. You can look it up on Etherscan by right clicking and then just Google.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't even need to open a new tab. If you just go back to.
Oh, sorry, I'm already there.
All right. Yeah, you can just right click and search Google, and quite often it will just find it straight away.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you can see whether this person or this address has sold hex before, what their history is. Another way, if you're not used to Etherscan, is to go to stakehex.today. Let's copy the address, first, and then.
Oh yeah, I got it in the clipboard.
Yeah, cool. And paste that in there. Okay, you can look at his stake history, what's coming up. You can see the one that's coming up first. But if you go to overview, tab in the middle, that's it, scroll down, you can see whether this guy's sold any hex before. So it gives you a bit of a picture of what they might do.
Wow, sold 9 million worth.
Yeah, so this guy could be a bit of a liability.
Yeah, is that number based on the value when it was sold or based on the current hex price?
Not sure.
I assume the value when it was sold, because obviously that would make
more sense. Possibly. Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, there's not a bow wave at the moment to show you. So the bow wave that has been going since September, a lot of these people are in liquid hex at the moment. They haven't restaked. I'm assuming that's because of PulseChain coming out soon.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Gunther about too. I mean, do you think that all these short stakes are just, I don't know, like, why wouldn't you just stake for 90 days, for example? You think PulseChain is coming out in the summer. You think it's coming out this summer. Why not stake for 90 days or 6 months or whatever to make sure your hands are strong to get that copy? Why are these short stakes coming up, you think?
Well, a lot of them haven't even restaked these 60 and 90-day stakes. They're just sitting in liquid. So, yeah, we don't know what they're going to do. But just time will tell.
Yeah, we definitely found out how many people are staked and not so staked during this bear market.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with people that had, like Wow said, with people who got have suddenly liquid to swap for Maxi.
Yeah.
Was it
for Maxi too? Yeah, that's true.
Was it 190 million? I can't remember.
That sounds right.
150. Yeah, I know they made that 150. That. Yeah.
I was just looking at this wallet and it said they got 60 million hex liquid.
Yeah. There's a lot like this. Yeah, there's a lot like this.
Wow. Hex Wells, what are you guys doing? What's up?
Yeah, it's best not to look really, because you come up with these ideas in your head and they're completely wrong. It's just stressful. But that's how if the bow wave was there, this is how you would tell whether they were restaking for 60 days or 90 days. You can see the history.
What is the I tweeted this the other day. What's the other site besides Etherscan where you can see a breakdown of different
bloxy.info, bloxy.info.
C.info. Is that right?
No, it's XY.
XY. Is that right?
Yep. Without the C, without the SWE, just bloxy.info.
Oh,
I believe
there's another one though. I think I went to the other day that was really good. Maybe it was this one. Let's see. Oh no, it was this one. I think you're right.
This is quite common.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Because I like these different columns. So you can actually, so if you go to Bloxy, you can see the stuff they sent, received, the different tokens. You can see the different smart contract calls. So that's something that MetaMask sometimes won't tell you when you go to do approved transactions, all this stuff, which MetaMask should please do a better job on this feature. Please have your devs like really try harder to tell people what they're doing when they approve transactions and approve spend limits and all this stuff, because it's a nightmare to try to figure that out sometimes.
Yeah, especially on the phone as well, on the mobile app, you can't see the contract address. Well, I don't believe you can. You can see the approvals, but you can't see the address that you're approving, which is what we're going to talk about in a minute with the ice phishing attack. But on the desktop, you can. There may be a way on the mobile, but it's not a way I know of.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a great segue too. We had one question though, and you want to take this one?
Yeah, we've got PulseX on there as well. Everything to do with PulseChain, even the meme coins. We've got a category for that. Hex. So it's basically the whole PulseChain ecosystem. Anything relating to PulseChain. Yep.
Thank you, Daniel, for the question.
Yeah, just go to PulseTube. Sorry, thepulsetube.com.
The PulseTube, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't tag PulseTube 5555 if you want to tag the actual PulseTube like I did earlier. I think it just came up on the app really quick and I just clicked it.
Yeah, I've never seen them before actually. So yeah, I looked at their history. They were in there before us. So
I saw. It was funny. I clicked on them. I tagged them. I was like, "Oh, I'm not following. I thought I was following the PulseTube." So I think I've clicked to follow them or something. And then you told me I was mistaken. I'm like, "Oh, actually, wrong one." So
I hadn't noticed it was the wife actually. So.
Oh, nice.
She notices these things.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love DJ Cryptomatic. He's awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it. DJ Cryptomatic's with us. Gifford Ware, we got Daniel Wadsworth, we got a few other folks that haven't spoken up yet. But yeah, share the link, everyone. Like, subscribe, smash that all button. We're gonna get into a little bit of security chat, a little bit of contract type stuff. Actually, so when I was talking to Gunther last night, one of our questions came up around: is there a list of things that you should never click to approve in your MetaMask? Is there like a list of permissions that you should be extremely skeptical about and probably never do unless you're on OpenSea, for example, he mentioned, so OpenSea, apparently you need to approve any spending limit, I believe something like that, for USDC, because when you sell something or buy something or sell something, they need to execute the contract and do the work. So legitimate use case. I never thought that would be a legitimate use case, but it is for NFT stuff apparently.
Yeah, I guess the price it sells for could be anything, so they need to work out the commission and then charge it. So you just got to give them the trust and then revoke the trust afterwards.
Yeah, it seems like, so again, the dev side, security side, you would think that, like, if I was making a recommendation for that API, I would say, shouldn't this be scoped down, be a little bit more granular, where it expires after a certain time?
Or a limit at least.
There's some kind of more limits other than spend on a USDC. And then, of course, so the attack vector there is, it's kind of small. If you trust, I think a lot of people probably trust OpenSea to not get hacked at this point. It's probably hopefully they spent lots and lots of money on security. and it's been tested and hasn't, as far as I know, hasn't been properly hacked yet, as far as I know. So that's apparently it's working that way, but it's just so much attack surface with that broad permission that hopefully there'll be like a new set of permissions they come out with that are scoped much more down that other NFT platforms will use, or maybe they'll launch on PulseChain and there'll be some cool security stuff on there as well. But anyways, ice fishing. I want to talk about that. So what are some of the things you need to be careful with when interacting with contracts such as maybe ice fishing attack? You want to go over that?
Yeah, I'm no expert in security by far, but before, which was it? It was the actually it was PulseChain that I was like, right, well, this could be a dodgy contract. What do I need to do to make sure I'm secure? So I just Googled a few things and found out about the ice fishing attack. And it's basically the contract can be audited or just audited. And then the website that links to the D app or the D app that links to MetaMask can be swapped in between with a different contract. So you may hear about PulseChain, for instance. It's safe, claim it, but then the developer or somebody hacks the website, swaps the contract to one that isn't trusted. So it's always important to check that the contract you're interacting with is the one that was audited.
Yeah. So how do you? Is there something you can compare? So you just take.
Yeah.
Can you just walk us through like how do you actually? How would you check that?
So basically, you look up the contract for the address. You can work out through Etherscan if the claims have happened in the period of time that it was audited, and the contract hasn't changed. So copy the contract address from Etherscan and compare the last 3 digits of the contract and the first 3 digits of the contract with the one that comes up in MetaMask when you approve it. It's as simple as that. You're just making sure that it's the legit contract that's been audited.
Okay. And so that's if you go to a website and you think it's the project you want to free claim or something like that, but you're not sure. So you could have went to the right website. Maybe you didn't. You check the contract address. So you need to actually initiate, you need to click a button to the MetaMask pop up and ask you something before you can get the contract address, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So before you go any further, clicking that, check the last 3 digits, alphanumeric characters, whatever they are for the hex from that. With the one you're expecting on Etherscan, does Etherscan put a check mark or something? Like, how do you know if it's the right one on Etherscan? Could you look at the wrong one there?
Well, you see if what's been claimed already.
Okay, so look at the claim. So look at the functions. Look at the contract. Well, but what if a lot of people have already claimed the scam one?
Well, you check it against the audit as well. That's been audited.
Okay. And against the audit. So is audit something that Etherscan does, or is that something that developers?
I believe there is a link to the audit on Etherscan, or you just go to the audit that the website is claiming that they've obtained.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'm not sure you can do it with the mobile app. I think you can only do it with the desktop app. To check the contract address.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's unless they're extremely sneaky and they've already made. I can see it again. Just trying to security brain move in here. I can see doing a fake contract and then writing like a claim function in the fake contract and just hitting it over and over and over. You're gonna need to spend some gas and stuff to call this stuff, but making it look legitimate enough, and then putting up the website that asks for free claim and all that stuff. Please no one do that. I'm just trying to work through the details here.
Like I say, I'm no expert, but you just need to get the address that was audited, whether it was from community members that have audited it or an actual official contract auditor.
Gotcha. And so did you look through the PulseChain code? Did you?
I can't. I don't know Solidity. I had a look through just because I was intrigued. I checked it wasn't a proxy contract as well, but it can be modified afterwards. You can check that through Etherscan. Because not all.
That's a good tip. Proxy contract. So is that so? That's another thing to watch out for. And,
that's.
And how does that work? And how would you check for that?
If you put proxy contract, if you go into Google and put proxy contract checker Etherscan, there's actually the ability to check it on Etherscan.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. I'm learning myself here too, because I don't know Solidity. Never wrote a smart contract, but I know other program languages. I know how computers work, all that stuff. So I looked through the contract. I didn't see anything. It doesn't do too much. It's got a few configurations. It's got a few functions. They all seem like they're working together. It seemed fine. And that was back in April. And then people are still scared to claim. They're still scared today to claim that.
As long as you check the contract matches, then it should be fine.
That might be a good project too, to have some. I guess that could even be a security product where you have a website where you just type in you give it the Etherscan URL, and then it downloads a contract or does whatever processing on the contract, and then comes back with a big green check mark or a big red X based on, you could look at a whole bunch of other contracts that are scams, come up with a bunch of heuristics from that, check those patterns against the ones that are submitted, and kind of give people a thumbs up or thumbs down from that. So
sure. I think there's something like that already exists, but it's not as straightforward. It's not as easy. It's not as user friendly as that. It's more developer related.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of VirusTotal. Have you used VirusTotal before?
Yeah. That'd be handy actually.
VirusTotal for small contracts. Anyone out there who's a dev who's looking for a new idea that doesn't currently exist in a format that's extremely simple like VirusTotal is to use. So there you go.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Is it meme time?
Do we really want to look at these memes?
Hey, you gave me quite a bit of content, and I looked at a few. They were pretty funny actually.
It's just. Yeah, when everyone was depressed when we first started going down, I started making memes and just generally, trying to keep the community spirit up.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm going to. Some of them are video. I may not be able to play the audio. I think I tried it earlier. I don't think I can. But if they're pictures or whatever, or I could just let it play, and then you could just kind of talk about what it's supposed to be, or you let me know how you want to flow on it. I'm gonna start bringing them up.
Yeah, it'd just be fun. Yep.
See.
There's a bit of history as well, actually, because they've all got some sort of history behind them.
Yeah. Yes. Would love some commentary on that.
If I can remember.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll start with this one. So kind of walk us through. I'll play it.
We're gonna need sound for this one, otherwise it won't make sense.
Can you hear it? Can you hear anything?
No.
Okay. No. I can.
All right. Well, this was when Richard was getting his keyboards out and showing everyone, and I just put a soundtrack to it basically.
That's so funny.
And
I'm sharing it in the chat if anyone wants to click on it, listen.
And I got a like from Richard from that one as well, so that made my day.
I bet. It's pretty funny. Yeah. I can see, because there's so many. I've watched every single stream ever from him, as far as I know, and there's so many times where he has to get up and he just leaves the throne, and he comes back with keyboards or whatever. So funny.
Yeah. So this is a classic Alien film.
Let me queue up the next one. Yeah, sorry, anyone who can't hear it, just click on it yourself, because it's pretty funny. All right, nice work. So these are all the ones that you did. You did all these.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So that had to be done when I think this was on one of Hexo's last streams, and obviously we know the reference to the Red Bull can. That's a little Photoshop.
Fun fact: I don't think 6.3 is the exact size. I think it's just 6.3. Everything is 369s. So he didn't want to say 3.6. And 9 probably sounds a little too unwieldy. So he was like 6.3. It's pure speculation. I didn't come up with Red Bull memes, but that's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to comment on that.
All right, that's a good one. Hexo is funny. I hope to have Hexo on the show sometime too.
Hexo's amazing. Love him.
He's
Yep.
so funny.
Yeah, it's just he's just.
I like this one. You don't need sound for this one, right? I don't.
No. This is just everyone was down in the dumps about, and then there's the hexagon.
Love it, dude. Super funny. Thank you, Bitchwarmer.
Something inspired me for that. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah, something was going on at the time.
Yeah, that's. I mean, kids in general, I can totally see like you got some teenage brats, and they're like, Dad's like, nope, I'm hexing it up, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with this world. All right, let's hit up this one. Staker class be like.
Yeah, this is just during another dip, and all the staker class are just chilling.
Dude, I keep saying this. I don't know. I guess there's just most people are over leveraged out there. If you're staked for 10 years, why? Like you should be like, if anything, you should be thinking the lower price. If you have money on the sidelines and you're staked for a long time, I guess you're in the best case scenario, which again, it's probably 1 to 5% of people in crypto, and depending on Hex, how that works out. But unfortunately, it's a lot of people over leveraged, and they it brings out a lot of negativity. But staker class be like, ain't nothing going on. Wind in my face. Feels good to me. Oh shoot, that's the same one. 1 sec. Let's get to the next one. Keep clicking the same one. Unless you repost. I don't think you posted 2 in a row.
Quite possible.
Let's see. There we go. So, oh gosh. So yeah, explain this one.
This is just the gatekeeping thing with CoinMarketCap. It's just we're putting out the fires for all the people that are getting scammed.
I have since replaced the icon on my phone. It's been this whole time. I used to have the biggest losers and biggest gainers, and the main page and all that on my phone, on my desktop bookmarks. I've since replaced them all with Nomics. I like Nomics.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it
works. Not gate kept, and they're friendly to hexagons, and they're gonna be friendly to Pulse too. So very excited.
Yeah, there was a bit of an issue with them, wasn't there? But yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there was. I don't know. I don't even hear the drama. I literally just separate myself from it. So every once in a while somebody be like, oh, somebody doesn't like this person for some reason. I'm like, oh, I don't even know about it. And thankfully I don't, because it doesn't matter.
I can't remember why the Kiwis were involved. Someone posted them for something, and then I just put them onto this. And this is when Richard did that massive transaction without doing a test transaction first.
Just saw the Kiwis, man. I just saw them. I was like, what's going on? And then, furries, I see them.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, this was shortly afterwards, after he'd done that stream, and he was like, suck my fairies, or whatever he said. I can't remember now.
Okay.
And then, somebody else posted the Kiwis, so I grabbed them, put them into this, just to,
I don't even remember him posing like that in a throne chair. Did I miss that?
That was for the documentary crew.
I'm sure it was. I see the quality and the whole style, but I must have not came across. So this is a new picture for me. I'm trying to imagine what it used to look like, and I think I
just added the gigantic nuts and the text. The rest is legit.
I love Kiwis. Kiwis are great. There's nothing wrong with Kiwis. All right, great videos always. Thanks for inspiration. Oh my gosh.
Binance.
Oh gosh. You got CZ on the rug store.
Yep. This was shortly after a rug. I think it was that one with a video with a guy. What was that Korean Netflix series? And they did that massive rug, and someone captured it live on stream, and it was like,
I want to say Hunger Games every time. It's not that.
No, it's not that one.
Yeah, but that's what it makes me think of every time. Hold on.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I can't
Korean
remember.
TV show. God, that's not going to work, is it?
Something games or
games. There we go. Games. Squid Game.
Squid Game. That's the one. That's the one. Yep. And that was just a rug waiting to happen. Everyone knew it's going to be a rug, but Binance still listed it, and it rugged.
Wow.
Yep. So there he is in the rug shop.
I love it, man. I love it. That was a great one. What do we got here? Ooh, Precious. All right.
Yeah, we did a soundtrack to this one as well, but this is just a GIF. This was me and the wife creating this one.
Very nice. You two work well together. You got some creativity, and you both Hexagons. So that's awesome.
This one was just made on the iPad while we were sitting in the car.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was didn't know that was you could do that kind of thing on iPad. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, you can do quite a lot now. This is BitBoy after. I think he said.
No.
This was
what
after.
Did he say? What did he say on that?
I think he was like, "Yeah, I've got PulseChain, but I'm not going to promote it."
That one.
Yeah, I think this is what spurred this one on.
That one. Yeah, I saw some clip where BitBoy, he was saying some nice things, but he's also been is teased some things too, like, oh, I'm not going to promote it, but I like it and this stuff. So I know a lot of people are.
He'll do
what they know if he did promote it, he's got a pretty big following.
He'll just follow the money, he'll just do whatever pays him best.
That's unfortunately that seems to affect a lot of influencers, but I don't know. I'm trying to be nice to him because I think one day especially if PulseChain, imagine if PulseChain launches and you have this total eclipse of all these big influencers that we know about who have dabbled. Yep. We know they have Hex, we know they have Stack, all that stuff. And they're just like, all right, boys, here we go. And they just dump it. I mean, like dump on the prestige, and they dump on the influence, and they dump on the porting and all this stuff. Maybe I'm dreaming, but I have hope.
Yeah, no. Yeah. This one. So there's the classic scene from The Matrix.
Oh, I was like, that looks like Richard's house, doesn't it? And then I saw the phone and the bird cage.
Yeah. So that's deep
Morpheus.
Yeah. And again, that was from The Highest of Stakes. The actual, just cut them out.
You don't make thumbnails, do you?
Not really. The wife does thumbnails.
But okay. Yeah, I'm just joking. We talked about how I get tired of creating thumbnails and how my wife helps me with thumbnails as well. So good wives. I like these wives.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bringeth thy heroes. That's true. It's a true statement right there. He's he has the two phrases. One is the dead bodies floating by me, anyone who challenges, and the other is
trail of bodies.
Yeah, what does he say? Put them in front of me. I'll slay your heroes. What your heroes die.
Yeah.
He has so many.
Classic Richard. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Benchwarmer, for Squid Game. We finally figured it out. It took some Googling, but we got it. Thank you. All right, last one that I see on the list. Let's check this one out. Oh, baby Richard, baby LV.
So that
actually looks really good. It looks legit.
That's the wife. Yeah, she made that one.
Nice one.
Yeah, she gave me the idea of making it. I was like, no, I don't want him to unfollow me because Richard follows me. I was like, I can't, just in case you make it. So she came back with that.
He doesn't follow me yet, but I think I've seen some likes. He's liked some stuff that's related to what I did.
Cool.
And it's funny that you kind of have that pressure when Richard follows you.
Yeah.
I guess you can always say he followed me once. I hear a lot of people say he unfollowed me. Well, he still followed you. That's still kind of some bragging rights. So.
Yeah.
So amazing. Good job. Good job on the wife. Both of you just murdering it. That is an amazing.
I've done a ton. There's a ton more memes as well, but there's only so many we can look at.
No, these were I'm glad you hit the highlights. Those were, man, keep it up. Like that's stuff that I think that memes are underrated, especially when we go through them on stream. I mean, you make people laugh. You make the whole idea was to give some people some cheer in the bear market. Maybe they are not in great shape as a lot of us are, and I have tremendous gratitude that my fortunate position that I'm not homeless. I do have a job. I'm able to keep doing people want to do interviews with me, knock on wood, all that stuff. There's so many good things and things to be thankful for in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta focus on the positive. You gotta optimism. There's not enough optimism in the world. And
I agree. Yeah.
Man, that was a meme. I love the meme parade. That was fun.
Yeah, I've been working on the PulseTube, so I've not really made any recently. But yeah, they'll be back.
I like how this decision. More PulseTube stuff, more memes. The struggle.
Yeah, well, I just want to get the word out there about all the streamers and help pump everyone's bags, and just spread the word, expand the ecosystem, and
No, you're doing a great job.
Easy for people to find content.
Yes, I mean that is like we said earlier, just aggregating content, taking the space and making it easier for streamers to smaller streamers get noticed. So if they get rug pulled, that there's a place that people can, they don't have to like search for 30 seconds and give up, all that stuff. I like this. Yep. Astro 369 optimism, more airdrops coming. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you see some more airdrops coming from different community projects. Something we talked about recently. Again, we talked about a lot of cool stuff gone through last night, and we talked about sacrifice phases versus airdrops and the different trade-offs and things like that. As Richard said, there will be a sacrifice phase for the wallet.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
So don't have some dry powder coming up. I imagine not financial advice, but I don't know. It hasn't been wise to miss out on richer projects so far. Although we've already went through the experiment of one so far with Hex, but PulseX, PulseChain, billions of dollars sacrifice. I don't think anyone in this community thinks anything's going to go wrong. It may take some time, whatever. Go live your life. Don't worry about when it's going to launch.
There's more to life than finance. It's just I've always I did a bit of forex trading, but finance has never really interested me. But crypto is like, wow, it's just technology, isn't it? It's never ending. You just keep going and going, and it's the massive rabbit hole that there's no end to.
No. And that's what I like about the Richard Heart ecosystem is, and that's why I think PulseChain is so important. I said this before. It keeps people inside with new shiny objects.
Yeah.
It's, you got Hex, but then it's not its own network. Now you got Pulse, it's its own network, and you have Hex on Pulse. You have PulseX, the Uniswap replacement, that coin, that staking. You have all the community projects that there is something to be said for the shiny object syndrome when you have it in the same ecosystem, the ecosystem that literally, is there another community that focuses on price more than like us in like a healthy way? Like are we the most price performant, optimized community?
I've not seen anything like it ever. Not in no community in the history of communities has there ever been anything like Hex community, and soon the PulseChain community drawing everybody in from all the other communities, or the Ethereum at least.
You don't have to go anywhere else. You can stay and invest in projects here. If you like this community and you see all these cool problem-solving solutions coming out, all the websites, all the products, all the sacrifices, free airdrops, all this stuff. If you see all this stuff, if that's not like, how is that not the most entertaining, the most shiny object, keep you in a healthy system type of thing?
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
The brains that we've got in this community is just off the chart. Some of the people that we've got are just you don't see that.
Go ahead.
You don't see that so much in other communities, or they don't share it, and they're not so involved. They might be behind the scenes, but you don't know them. You don't know who they are. But we've got literally 95 to 100 or more YouTube channels and YouTube streamers all sharing their knowledge in our ecosystem, and it's just going to expand and expand. This is just it's so early in the ecosystem at the moment.
If I would take the counter argument to spending time, energy, money, resource, all this stuff just to create the best game theory, mental tricks you possibly can to make it interesting for the token, for price go up. You could make this case that it's like, wow, are you spending that much energy just to like do some mind tricks on people to make them invest in these products, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's for a reason. Like what is better than getting rich? What is better than getting rich? And not just for the money's sake, forget the money. Like the money is just a means to the end. Getting rich, buying your freedom, not having to go to work 9 to 5. The money, like that, I think people looking from the outside, that's what they focus on. Oh, you guys are just a bunch of greedy, greedy. I mean, I guess it's weird to be like not to hate rich people. That's another thing people love to do. They love to hate rich people as if they like murdered 1,000 people to get their riches. Not saying there aren't some exceptions, but
yeah, there's a lot of good rich people as well. Yeah,
yeah,
they do a lot of good in the world, and they don't always talk about it. So, yeah,
exactly. So it like that's what it's for. It's not for. I mean, some people they want Lambos. That's fine, but for me and for a lot of people I know, it is to buy your financial freedom to live the life on your own terms. That's why we spend so much energy. That's why there's all these streamers. That's why people spend their time, their blood, sweat, and tears putting it into these projects. They want to be free. It's not about the money. The money is the means to an end to be free. That's what a lot of people want.
Yep,
and that's what you got to understand. We're looking at the Hex ecosystem from the outside.
It's massive, and we're just starting. This is just the beginning. Yeah, imagine in 5 years' time. Once we got once we get green candles again, it's just going to be insane. Yeah, once that turnaround point.
Yeah. 5 that's 5
the FOMO at 50 cents was just insane there. Look at all those tops. Yeah, it just kept fighting and fighting. It was just so bullish. Obviously, it didn't turn out bullish in the end, but the interest was just peaking.
I wonder at the end. So it's 5 years. Let's say we have a bear market. This bear market ends however long. Hopefully within 6 months. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And then we have another bull market. Maybe it lasts for 18 months, 2 years, whatever it is. In 5 years' time, we probably will have gone through another cycle or two at least. And what's Hex price going to like what PulseChain, PulseX, Hex's price, community projects. Imagine you're getting in from the ground floor.
Yep.
And you're able to get these things at prices that, I mean, you could see it seems cheap, at least. I mean, you can look at it a lot of different ways, but when you're evaluating it seems cheap when you think about how much the crypto market, the market cap in general is. A lot of people think it's going to grow. They think, Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is going to be 500K and Ethereum is going to be, whatever, 50K or 20K or whatever people are calling for. And then you have Hex, who has this completely different ecosystem and PulseChain with it and all this stuff. I mean, it's $5 Hex, like in 5 years, like it's already hit 50 cents. How do we need to wait 5 years for a 10X from 50 cents? I don't.
The thing is, at some point, the institutions are going to see our community, how large it is, how it's growing, and they're going to want to start milking us. They're going to want to start investing. We can't stay invisible to them all the time.
Yeah,
for the rest of the time.
There's
a turning point, isn't there?
Yeah, and not just the outside institutions, but there's Hexicans building institutional products, Hex Investment Trusts, Mountain Crypto Advisors. They're doing a bunch of stuff. These are people who are shaking hands with bigger businesses that can invest in Hex and get maybe get a lot of it off the market. So you can't just be market done by all the whales that we went through and showed about earlier.
Yeah, we just need to wash out a few of these sharks and dolphins. I think whales wise we're okay. Our whales seem to be quite respectful of the dumping and the price.
Well, I think if the whales, I don't know, do you want to be a multimillionaire or do you want to be a billionaire? Sound a little early, but I think maybe a lot of whales they think Hex price going down, so they're going to sell it right now and they're going to buy it back later. That's a strategy for a lot of them. We're in
a lot of these large wallets are sitting on USDT. They've got it in their wallets. They're waiting. So I think they're probably waiting for sentiment to change. Waiting for the bottom of the bear market, at least to try and time it the best they can. Sentiment is clearly low at the moment in the whole crypto market, not just in Hex.
I just don't see it every time this happens. Every bear market, there's this large cohort of people who they can't help but be pessimistic. They can't help but think, "Oh no, I have to get my money out before it goes to zero." Now there are some coins. If you invest in a legit scam, that will go to zero. We've seen that recently. We've seen that in the past. It'll happen. It'll continue to keep happening. But if you are confident in a project enough to put a lot of money in, and especially if you're staked, you don't have to worry about things. But even if you're liquid and you're in a bear market, and you understand that bear markets are when price go down. No matter how good the project is, price go down. We saw that with Hex. Best product in crypto, price went way down, like 90% on Wix at least. So if you understand that, 1 + 1 = 2, right? It's either a buying opportunity or just wait. Those are the two choices I can see. And again, not financial advice in any way, but in my mind, the choices are buy more at lower price and then price go up later, like it always does, if it's not a scam, which it's not, or do nothing. Go stake it. Go make yourself do nothing by staking it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Why are there so much? Why is it so hard to do why is it so hard?
I had 2 stakes ending. One of them I swapped into Maxi, and the other one I was holding liquid, which I was going to try and, it wasn't a massive amount by any means, but I was going to try and time the market for when PulseChain was launched. So I was basically going to wait for a decent, I don't know, 5x or whatever as the price run up, and then sell it, and then keep my PulseChain side, and then swap the USDC over on, bridge it over into PulseChain. Anyway, when PulseChain didn't come out in mid-May, I was like, right, that's it. That's getting staked. So HSI staked that for 10 years, and with the option to be able to sell that if I wanted to. And so I'm 100% staked again, and I'm just chilling.
That's an interesting thing too. So HSI stakes. So do you plan on listing it for sale as an NFT one day?
Not at all. It just gives you the option. The option is there. So yeah, I'm getting on a bit. 15 year stakes will be when I'm 60 odd. So I know that's not on your death's door sort of thing, but it's pretty old. So
yeah, Sims.org work.
But I've got
Richard will save us all by that point.
I have got plenty of 15-year stakes. I'm staked right out there. But I thought, this one I'll just do for 10 years and do it through a HSI with the option to sell it if I really needed to.
Nice. So what attracted you to HSIs? Is it just the flexibility to? Because I know there's a couple things. So one,
exactly.
You can trade it, and second, maybe if you have if your wallet gets compromised or whatever, and you can send those NFTs and unwrap them later to another wallet that the attackers don't control. Like it's like a security benefit as well. What made you get into that?
Well, the reason was just the optionality of being able to sell it if I needed to, just for paying gas fees, for example. To unstake all my other stakes on the Ethereum side without having to touch the PulseChain side and bridge it over. There's that option. It's the same with Maxi. I brought into Maxi, or one of the reasons I swapped for Maxi is you can sell the Maxi, use some of the funds to pay for gas to unstake, and then buy back your Maxi. It's just literally, it's just options and having the ability to be liquid if you need to.
So what is the counter argument for that? Why would you ever not make an HSI stake when you're making a new stake?
Only for security reasons, having another attack vector, I believe. Okay,
so if you don't trust Hedron, that's the only reason why you would not make your stake an NFT.
Yeah, it's not even not trusting. It's just you don't know what could happen in the future with it. It is just another attack surface.
Well, so they say, contract immutable, all that stuff, but we all know, or we should know, that you can just make another contract and then make the other ones worthless, and then everyone get on the new contract, right? It's all airdrop if there's a bug. So it's not like you can't change it. Yes, you can't change the contract, but how do we fix these crazy bugs? They've always been fixed by new contract, airdrop to holders, all that stuff. So you just use the other contract. So wouldn't that alleviate some of the concerns if you thought something might happen? I mean, wouldn't you have in the back of your mind that Hedron, they would just make a Hedron 2 and then airdrop everyone if there was some weird bug like that?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah. I'm not at all worried about Hedron, but some people might be.
Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud as far as what people are worried about, because that happens so much. People get worried about something, and then they ask questions, and then those questions get mobbed with either people who vehemently support the project and want to shut down any kind of what they see as FUD, which may be a legitimate question. But then those questions get added to by other questions, because those questions make other people fearful. So they start asking questions and they start demanding answers. So it's this like mob FUD deal that occurs with a lot of projects.
On Twitter as well, and Reddit. It's awful.
How do you cut down on that? Is it literally an education problem? And if it is, how do you make people not panic like that?
Yeah, it's education, but luckily, we have got a great community that would soon educate when needed. And also with YouTubers like yourself, the information is there if you need it, if you want to go looking for it. We are blessed with our community, really. All the information is out there.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's just a human psychology thing in general? Like we're never gonna solve people lying. We're never gonna solve people scamming
and gambling.
It's just this. Maybe the way to help make it better is to incentivize people to do good, and then you get into the problem is what is good. People define good as different things. And, obviously, don't murder people is sorry.
Good stuff.
Obviously, murdering people is a bad thing. Most people agree with that. But hey, abortion, blah blah blah, all that stuff. You get into a lot of different things on that.
Yeah, well, life and humanity is complicated, isn't it? Really.
We're probably not going to solve it on the stream, are we?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. We need Wells only. He can help us.
Wells, he drops some knowledge bombs, man. I gotta have him on the show
Wells,
again.
Yeah. I don't agree with everything, but he's great. Yeah.
Same. That's another thing too. It's like you don't have to agree with every single thing everyone says in order to get value from them.
Yeah,
I don't agree with anything Richard says. I'm the Richard Heart Maximalist. My channel, my name, everything is about that. Because I believe in his brand. I bought the Richard Heart stock, and I'm sticking with that shit. But there's some things he says sometimes I'm like, God, well, I don't, that either doesn't make sense to me, or I just like, okay, you have a different angle. Maybe I just don't get it, whatever. But like, not everything he says makes me happy. But but most things he does, and his products, I like his products. So like, it's cool. You don't have to. You can be civil. You can respect each other. You can disagree. And not be like, oh, this person is dumb because they think this. Well, maybe they think have you heard every argument they have for everything? And does that consolidate into like one dumb thing? Or maybe they got some good ideas too. Have some have some perspective on that.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to bring up? Anything else going on that's going on PulseTube with yourself, with in Hex Pulse community, anything?
No, we're just looking forward to some green candles really, and the spirit being a bit better in the community. We've got PulseChain to look forward to, and all the projects that people have sacrificed to, all that coming out. It'd just be nice to see some happier people. Some of the people that brought the top and a bit depressed about it. For whatever reason, it's just be nice for them to be happy. I'm
telling you, man, on the green candles, I don't want to be the bearer of bear news, but I'm not counting on it.
It's not going to be yet. No.
I don't have any hopes that we're going to get out of bear market anytime soon. For me, I'm completely numb to it. Like I said, I'm not over leveraged. Thankfully, I'm in a good position as far as that goes. So I'm happy. What makes me happy in crypto right now is just being with the community, seeing these new products come out, and planning. Getting like, this is the time. This is the what do you call it with the last bear market? They said buildle. This is the buildle time. This is
opportunity.
Opportunity, exactly. Put your emotions aside. If do you think crypto is going to die? Ask yourself that question. Do you think it's going to go away? Do you think it's never going to go back up? If you believe that's a yes, if you believe it's going to die and go away and never go back up, then you shouldn't be in crypto, obviously. Like that's psychological 101. But if you don't, just try to put your negative emotions aside. This is an opportunity, as Hexistentialist said, to get your financial plan right, to rethink what you're doing, see if you're doing the right things. learn from others. Go on PulseTube. Watch these videos. Get this aggregated content. Study. Use your time to get better. So you'll be ready. When the bull market comes back, you will be ready and prepared. And you won't be like, oh, no, I don't know what to do. I should have spent more time.
Yep.
There is no such thing as I don't have time to do it. I don't have time means it's not a priority to you. So
yeah, exactly. You got to get priorities.
Crypto, yes. If your personal finances in crypto are a priority to you, then show it.
Yeah,
this is the time.
And like just with regards to PulseTube, use it as a tool to find new streamers, and then subscribe to them on YouTube, follow them on YouTube, like the streams on YouTube, get involved with the chat. Just use the PulseTube to find these people. Look through the categories, and build up a list of people you like, and just interact with them on YouTube. Make sure they're getting the likes and the subscriptions. And just use the PulseTube as a tool to find people.
And it's thepulsetube.com, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. I was holding my breath. I'm like, it's not pulsetube.com, is it? Thepulsetube.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, everyone, go there and share.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think that's it. I appreciate it, chat. Alan's here.
Yeah, it's been great.
What's up, Alan? Yeah. Alan's on like every single stream I do. I appreciate always.
I see him a lot. Yeah, I infuse so many streams, like literally all day at work. I have a stream running. When I go to sleep, I've got a stream running. I wake up, there's a stream running. Quite often, I've got Hex token. I go to sleep, I've got Hex token in my ear. When I wake up, he's doing another stream. And
nice.
Yeah, it's just we've got so many streamers, and it's great. Then we've got DJ Cryptomatic, with the music on Twitch. He's got a great chat as well. If you ever need to be uplifted, just jump in his chat. It's great in there. He interacts with everyone.
Yeah. I just want to say too, Astro369, Crypto Power Talk, is that with David King? If that's the one, then I have him coming on the show, I want to say next Saturday, I think. So if that is the same guy, then he'll be on the show soon. So
cool.
Thanks for the comments. Everyone, like, subscribe, smash that all button, set the reminders so you'll know when I'm going live. I know I tweet it. I try to do my best. Spend a lot of time on thumbnails, clips, and all this stuff. But please share the content. Just trying to grow the channel. If you have guests that you think I should have on, tag them on Twitter. Connect us. Connect the dots. I've been trying to get a tax guy on here for a while. I actually found one in the UK.
Yeah, there's Anthony, the tax guy. Yeah.
Yes.
He's in the UK Telegram.
Exactly. I've been struggling to get a hold of him, but I think I finally made contact, and hopefully I can get him on the show, because I don't want to be like not tax advice. I want to say I have a professional tax advisor on here. He will be giving you tax advice about Hex, PulseChain, and everything else. And I want to say that with confidence. And I want Anthony to kill it if he agrees to come on the show and all that stuff, of course.
Yeah, he's quite active with the UK community. He's in the chat quite a bit. He's done a stream or 2 streams with Hexibastard. He's another guy you could get on. He's great.
Ooh, interesting. Hexibastard. Yeah.
UK.
All these people, please tag them. And Hexistentialist yourself too. Please say, just put in a good word for me. If you like my content, put in a good word. Again, I don't monetize. I have no plans of monetizing. I want to own all the words that I say, and I don't want to be influenced. I try to keep the integrity of the show. Again, if you monetize the show however you like, I'm not judging anyone on this. I just, for myself, that's just been my ethos forever, has been, I don't like to be paid for my creative work. I'd rather not make a living on it if I don't have to, because then I can work for myself, and I can create the content that I want to do. So Joe Rogan style, I guess, in a way.
Cool. Although, it's great.
Although him and Spotify and all those ads are kind of, but anyways, he used to be a lot better on YouTube, I think.
People change, don't they? So.
Yeah, there's trade-offs. It's been a pleasure, Hexistentalist.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Oh,
Hexistentalist.
Just one shout out. I want to shout out to hexstreamers.com.
Hexstreamers.com.
Yep, and also Hexstreamers on Twitter.
And chat.
You can follow them, and they give you updates on when streams are happening as well. And that's HODLDog.
Yep, HODLDog has done a lot for the community. Hexstreamers.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's you got a lot of good sources. Go out there. Don't be sad. Too much cool stuff going on to be sad.
Think of the future. PulseChain will be here eventually. All the other projects that people have sacrificed to.
PulseChain will be here. You can sell it all immediately if you want to. Please don't do that.
Learn how to use a bridge.
I I wish there was like a staking system, like a lockup thing with PulseTube, just to make so many more diamond hands automatically.
Yeah, well, I think fiat.io, you'll be able to earn some rewards and stake with that.
Well, liquid ones, I've been looking at liquid ones a lot too, and we sold on it. I gotta say, they locking it up, especially if the tax implications or lack thereof are legit, which I hope to talk to Anthony Taxman about. That seems like a great way to reduce sell pressure, and you can default on whatever. I mean, you get a little bit extra collateral, all that stuff, but hey, if it's not a taxable event, if it's not tax advised, don't know anything about it. I did a show with Jesse from Liquid Ones, though. If you want to go look at that, clips. It seems I'm excited for that. That's one of the projects where I'm like, wow, this could be extremely good for Pulse and
get endless. Yeah, and they've been putting a lot of work in as well, creating the videos and their own guys. All good.
Sure. Hey man, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you coming on, talking about PulseTube, taking all this stuff. This is a great stream. I love it.
Thank you.
Great Saturday stream.
Yeah, it's good.
Have a good night across the pond, and
you too.
Hope to talk to you again soon.
Cool. Take care, man.
Everyone in the chat. I will be back Tuesday or so. I'll post a link, but I'll be back with some more guests. We're gonna keep pumping out content. You guys keep coming back. Keep sharing the links out. Appreciate your support, and until next time, take it easy.
Cheers. Bye.